MAGA World lost their minds this weekend over this picture because you've got a bunch of teachers from Tucson wearing bloody t-shirts with the words "problem solved" for Halloween. And to many MAGA, this was a clear reference to Charlie Kirk. And it really seemed to kick off when you had Andrew Kolvet, a spokesperson for Turning Point USA, writing, "Concerned parents just sent us this image of what's believed to be teachers mocking Charlie's murder. They deserve to be famous and fired." With then other conservative leaders like Florida Governor Ron DeSantis then piling on and tweeting. It's been really disturbing to see teachers across the country glorifying a murder just because they disagreed with the victim. Except, here's the thing, there was a major problem, and that actually ends up being a pun, with this narrative. Because turns out it wasn't a reference to Kirk at all. With Vail School District Superintendent Carruth quickly putting out a statement denying that and saying, "We want to clarify that these shirts were part of a math-themed Halloween costume meant to represent solving tough math problems. The shirts were never intended to target any person, event, or political issue." With him then going on to say that other descriptions of this were false claims and unequivocally untrue. Though you also saw Carruth trying to be a bit diplomatic and saying that he understood how the image could come off badly and that we are, quote, "truly sorry for the hurt or upset it has caused." So that also is, there was other evidence that this wasn't a reference to Kirk, such as the fact that the teachers wore the exact same thing last year, as many on social media pointed out. But of course, since this all went viral, the district and the individual teachers, they've apparently been getting harassed, leading to demands that Kolvet and others apologize for getting it so wrong. And after seeing the evidence contradicting the claims that this was a Kirk reference, Kolvet appeared to double down and wrote, "We've seen enough evil since Charlie's murder that I'd actually be relieved if this isn't another example. That being said, it's a very weird costume for teachers in general, but after what happened to Charlie, I'm absolutely floored they wore it again. I do not believe for a second that all of them are innocent. Some probably are, but I believe others knew exactly what they were doing." However, it looked like other TPUSA members were more apologetic, with, for example, Blake Neff, a producer for the Charlie Kirk show, writing that he realizes his proximity to the assassination makes it far more likely to see references to it, even if there wasn't one. But also, considering the evidence that the shirts were worn last year, he didn't feel like it was right to keep his criticism up. That said, though, some MAGA people, they're outraged, and they've kind of moved the goalposts slightly, and they've written things like, "The school district claims these teachers wore the same exact shirts last year. I'm skeptical, but okay, let's pretend that's true. How is it okay for teachers to wear these shirts just 3 months after the public assassination attempt of Donald Trump? It's not. It's abhorrent." And while you've had some agreeing with that sentiment, you've also had others saying that just sounds like someone trying to save face. But hey, yeah, this is a news show, but also it's a conversation, so let me know your thoughts, opinions, and reactions here.